Hello students, we are going to design and implement the overlapping sequence detector, that is the Mealy model of overlapping sequence detector, that too 101 sequence that we are going to detect in a given bit sequence. In the last class I have discussed about what is a sequence detector and in the Mealy model what are the two different types of sequence detector, namely overlapping and non-overlapping, and how will you detect the sequence if a given bit sequence is given, if a bit pattern is given, how will you detect the sequence 101, that I said in the last class and I have discussed in the previous video. And this class I am going to design the overlapping sequence detector as well as the non-overlapping sequence detector using Mealy model. I'm going to take the same bit pattern because already I have discussed that, so you will be familiar with detecting the bit sequence from the given bit pattern. So I'm taking the same bit pattern and I'm going to design and implement the overlapping sequence detector 101 using your Mealy model. So in all your sequential circuit, the steps involved in the design and implementation are same. So you have basically 4 steps. The first step is state diagram. The second step is you need to do your state table, and the third step you will be getting your expressions by using K-map, and the fourth step, by deriving your expressions you are going to implement your circuit, namely your sequential circuit, whichever sequential circuit you were asked to design. Okay. So now the first case that we are going to take is your 101 overlapping sequence detector, that too a Mealy model, and you know what is a Mealy model. What is a Mealy model? When you are having an input to the sequential circuit along with the present state of the flip-flop, okay, you will have the output on the next state. That is your Mealy model. So output will be taken from your combinational logic circuit. So before going into detail, first let me take this is the given bit sequence that is given in X. X is the input of the sequence detector. X is the input of the sequence detector, where Y is the output of the sequence detector. So you have a sequence detector and X is the input of the sequence detector, and Y you will be having as output in the sequence detector, and you are giving your bit sequence here, that is nothing but 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0. Okay. And as I said earlier, the number of sequence bits or the number of bits in the sequence will determine your states. So you have 101 as a sequence, so you have 3 bits, so you will be having 3 states. So let us name the states, 3 states as S0, S1 and S2. Okay. So after assigning the states, the next thing is your state assignment. What is that state assignment is? For each states you will be giving a bit pattern. So for S0 let me take 0 0, and S1 let me take 0 1, and S2 let me take 1 0. These are the state assignments for the given states. So that we will discuss while we are doing the state table. As of now, you just take the states as S0, S1 and S2. So you are giving your bit pattern X in the sequence detector, and then you are going to get the output if a particular sequence, namely 101, is detected. So now we are discussing the overlapping model. So now see your input is 0. Okay, this is your reset state. This is your reset state. So when your input is 0, and you are in the present state now, you are in the S0, you are in the state S0, and when your input is 0, what will be your output? Your output will also be 0. I repeat, see, only when you have 101 sequence, that it appears next as next to next bit. For example, if your input sequence is first you are entering into reset state, as soon as you are switching on the machine, you are entering into the reset state and you are receiving first pattern as 1. X is your input and this is your Y. Okay. So this is a Mealy model. So you will be representing input along with your output. So this is your input 1 you are deducting, and when you are deducting 1, you will be going to the next state. And what is the next bit in a sequence? 0. When you are receiving 0, you will be moving to the next state S2. And what is the third state bit? 1. So when you are receiving 1, you will make the output Y as 1, and you will move again to your S1 itself. You will again move to your S1 itself. That is your overlapping sequence. That is your, you are not going to move from S2. If you receive 1, you are going to move to S1. Okay. Whereas in non-overlapping detector, when you receive S1, you will make your output 1, and then you will move to S0. You won't move to S1. That is the difference between non-overlapping and overlapping. In overlapping, from S2, if you receive the sequence 1, you will move to S1. That alone you remember. See, this is the given bit pattern, whichever I am highlighting. So 1, 0 and 1. These are the input bit pattern that we are receiving. When you are receiving this sequence 101 in sequence or in order, you will move from S0 to S1, S1 to S2, and then again back to S1. And moreover, only if this sequence 101 fully it is appearing, after taking the third bit 1 only, your output Y will be 1. Till then your output will be 0. Only when you receive the third bit 1, after receiving 1 0, you will make your output Y to be 1. Okay. Keep this in mind. So with this in mind, so 0 as input, if the 0 is the input, you are in state S0, then your output is 0. That is what you have designed here. Okay. And keep in mind, only if it is 1, when your input is 1, and you will move to the next state. If your input is 0, you will be in the same state only. Okay. Again here, if your input bit is 0, you will move to the next state S2. If your input bit is 1, you will be in the same state only. Again, only if your input bit is 1, you will move to the next state S1. Otherwise, you will be in the same state S2. This is what I have derived here. I will tell you one or two here. So when you are in 0, S0, and you are receiving 0, your output will also be 0. Your output will also be 0. That is what I have written here. And when you are in state S0, when you receive 1, you will move to the next state S1. Okay, you will move to the next state S1, but your output is 0. And when you are in state S1, when you receive 1, and your output will be 0. Output will be 0. And when you receive 0, okay, when you receive 0, when you are in state S2, you will move to S2 itself. Okay, when you move, you will move to S2 itself. Is it clear? So now you are in state S1, guys. Look here, when you are in state S1, you are receiving 0, you move to the next state S2, making your output 0. And when you and now you are in S2 now. Okay, now you are in S2 now. So now you are in S2. When you receive 1, what is it? When you receive 1, you will move to state S1, making your output bit 1. That is what here it is mentioned. Okay, this is how you fill your entire table. You have drawn the state diagram here. Okay, you have drawn the state diagram here. Now you need to derive the state table. How will you derive the state table? Your input is X. You will be receiving bits, single bit or the serial bit one after the other. And that is what given here, input bit and your present state. Already we have given the state assignment. I have given your state assignments. S0 I asked you to take as 0 0, S1 to be 0 1 and S2 to be 1 0. Okay, so we have 3 states. Okay, so with the 3 states, so in the states you have 2 bits. So that is your, let us derive or design this 101 sequence detector by using your D flip-flop. So for these 2 present states, we need 2 flip-flops, one for each bit. So let me take that flip-flop as A and B. So DA and DB will be the present states. 0 0 as S0 and 0 1 as S1, 1 0 as S2. We don't have this state 1 1. We don't have the state 1 1. So if you don't have this state, that is a don't care state. That is a don't care state. So you have two don't care states, namely 0, 1, 1 and 1, 1, 1. You have 0, 1, 1 and 1, 1, 1. Okay, this is what your input and the present state. You need to fill up the next state and the output. You need to fill up the next state and the output. That we will do it from your state diagram. Okay, and what about your D flip-flop? D flip-flop. So the present state and the output, you will be having the same. In the next state will be same as the present state. That is your D flip-flop. Okay, the next state will be same as the present state. That is your D flip-flop. Okay. Guys, I repeat once. So you have your input 1, input X, that is your input to the sequence detector, and you have your present states. Generally, the state assignment, we have given 3 states. Each state is given a bit sequence. So S0 is 0, 0, S1 is 0, 1, S2 is 1, 0. Okay, that is your state assignment. Okay, so input and the present state will decide your next state and the output. Okay, for the designing, you need to know the flip-flop inputs also. How many bits you have in the states? 2 bits. So how many flip-flops you will be using? 2 flip-flops. We have decided to design this 101 sequence detector by using D flip-flop. So the present state of the flip-flop, let it be QA and QB, and the next state of the flip-flop, let it be QA plus and QB plus, and the flip-flop input, it will be DA for the flip-flop A and DB for the flip-flop B, and Y is the output. Okay, Y is the output. So with the input and the present state, input Milley's model is that with the input and the present state, your output will be determined. Okay, you have an input, and with the present state, you will be having your output, and this will be given to your flip-flop. Okay, this is your Milley model. Okay, we are designing the Milley model for the 101 sequence detector, that too overlapping case. So now we know here from the state diagram, you fill the state table. See, when your input is 0, and when you are in state 0, 0 means you are in state S0. So 0, 0, this is 0, 0, this is 0, 1, this is 1, 0. Okay. So when you are in 0, 0, present state is 0, 0, when your input is 0, output is 0. Output is 0, and you will be retaining in the same state only. Output is 0. Okay. And then when you are in the present state 0, 1, when you are in the state 0, 1, your input is 0, you will be moving to the next state 1, 0. Okay. And 1, 0. And what will be your output? Output is 0 only. And then when you are in 1, 0, when your input is 0, you will be retaining the same state. Retaining the same statement means 1, 0 with your output is 0. And when your input is 1, 1, there is no such state. You have only 3 states. So that is fully don't care. Okay, X, 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 all are X. So this will be fully don't care. Okay, and then when you are in state 0, 0 again, when your input is 1, you will be moving to S1, that is 0, 1, 0, 1, and your output is 0. When you are in 0, 1, state S1, when your input is 1, you will be in the same state only, that is 0, 1, your output is 0. And when you are in 1, 0, when your input is 1, you will be moving to S1, S1 is 0, 1, and your output is 1. Okay, your output is 1. You had any? Yeah. Now, when you are in 1, 1, okay, no such state 1, 1. So, this is a don't care state. Okay, this is a don't care. Now, so you know the excitation table of the D flip-flop. So, what is the excitation table of the D flip-flop? So, the relation between your present state, your next state, and your input, that is your excitation table. So, D flip-flop, your next state is same as the input. So, here and here, QA plus will appear in DA, QB plus will appear as input for the DB. Okay, I will write it here. The same thing I need to write. So, 0, 1, 1, so X, 0, 0, 0. Whereas here for the QB, it should be 000. It should be QB and DB should be same. Refer your excitation table of D flip-flop. So 0 and 0, 0, 1, 1 and 1. So this is how you have filled. Okay, you have filled your state table. What is the next step? You need to go ahead with your K-map. You need to go ahead with your K-map. So for implementing your K-map, we need three expressions. One, you need your flip-flop inputs, DA, DB and your Y, okay, and your output. So these three expressions we need. So we need three K-maps with three input K-map, X, QA and QB. X, QA and QB as the inputs. So it is a 2 power 3, 8, 2 power 3 K-map, that is 8 cell K-map, okay. Okay, let us derive the expression for DA, DB, DY, I mean output Y, and look at the DA column. So you have 1 at 001 and 010, right? So here you have 1 at 001 and 010, and come to your 011 and 111 is your don't care. 011 and 111 is don't care. So for all the three it will be like this, okay. And coming to your DB, DB is 1 at 100, 101, 110, 100, okay. So I have filled the K-map by looking at the state table. So let us derive the expressions here. So don't care state is here. So I need to combine in this way only. That is the only way. So here and here we can combine, okay. And then I can combine all this 4. And then I can combine these 2. So write down your expressions. So the expressions for DA, this is equal to, so X bar, and this is a QA plus again X bar, and this is, okay, the first one is QB and the next one is QA, okay. I can even write X bar into QA plus QB, okay. Right, for DB it is X only because all the 4 is changing, and for output Y it is X into common thing is QA, okay. Okay guys, this is the expression I carried forward in the towards your next slide. DA, DB and Y are your expressions. Here I have written A plus, I have rubbed it. Okay, my mistake, I have written it. So here DA, DB and Y is like that. So we need 2 flip-flops. We need 2 flip-flops. One input is DA and the other flip-flop DB is the other input. For both the flip-flop you have a clock. Tie the clock. This is your clock because it's a sequential circuit. So this is QA and this is QB, and X bar, input is X, okay. Input is X. So we have an input X. For the input X, you can take a knot, okay. So now this becomes X bar. QA and QB, you need to give it to an OR. So this will be QA plus QB. and the result along with your x bar will be your dA. Okay, and dB is x. So dB is x. So from here you can take and give it here. dB is x. And what is your y? Y is QA into x. QA into x. So this is QA, whereas this is x. Okay. QA and x. This is your output y. QA into x, your output. Okay, this is your implementation for your 101 sequence detector, non-overlapping sequence detector. I think you understand how to design your Mealy model overlapping sequence detector. We will go ahead with the non-overlapping sequence detector, the same sequence 101 for the same pattern, given bit pattern 101. And I already said for the sequential circuit design, the common steps are involved for the design of sequential circuit. One is state diagram. First draw your state diagram, next you draw your state table, and the third one go ahead with your K-map, and finally go ahead with your implementation. And that is your steps that should be followed. So the first thing is the same bit sequence here, it is given. Okay, the same bit sequence 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 and 0, 1, 0. In the last class also, and the last video also, I have discussed the same bit sequence, and I have said to you that how to draw your table like this for your non-overlapping sequence detector. So again you have 101 sequence. So 101 sequence should be detected. So 3 states S0, S1 and S2. You have 3 states. So when this is your reset state, okay, this is your reset state, and when you have your sequence 1, first bit you are receiving 1, you will move to the next state making your output 0, and again when you receive your second bit 0 and your output 0, you will move to the next state, and here when you receive your third bit 1, you make your output 1, move to your reset state. This is the difference. Earlier in the overlapping thing you have moved to S1, but here you have to move to S0. That is the difference between non-overlapping and overlapping. Okay, so now and the other thing, so for this state, if you receive input bit 1, you will move to the next state. If you receive 0, you will be in the same state, your output will be 0. And again here also, if you are in the if you receive input 1, you will be taking your output as 0 and you will be returning the same state. And again here also already 1 is received, so 0 if you receive, you will be in the same state and you will make your output 0, and this is your state diagram. This is your state diagram. Okay, fill the state table by seeing your state diagram. When your present state is 0, 0, already I said about a 0, S0 state assignments. S0 will be assigned 0, 0, S1 will be assigned 0, 1 and S2 will be assigned 1, 0. There is no state for 1, 1. This is a don't care state. This is a don't care state. So with that in mind, you fill this table, and if your present state is 0, 0, when your input is 0, you will be retaining the same state only. So this is 0, 0 and your output is 0. Your output is 0. When present state is 0, 1, when your input is 0, when your input is 0, you move to the next state. Next state is S2, that is 1, 0. Your output is 0, and likewise you fill this table. Okay, this is how you will fill up the table by seeing your present state and your inputs and your output. And the flip-flop, I already said your from your excitation table you need to fill up your inputs. So the next state will be same as the input of the flip flop. So this will be 0, 1, 1 and 0, 0, 0, and QB and DB will be same. So 0, 0, 0 and 1, 1, 0. Okay. So with this state table, please proceed with your K-map. So I have filled, from seeing the table, I have filled up the K-map cells. So from this you derive the expression for dA. dA is nothing but, and again the same combination, I think, the x bar into QA plus QB, whereas dB is, this is 0, 0 and 0, 1. So x into QA bar, and output y is, this is 1, 1 and 1, 0. So this is x into QB. Okay. So the same thing, you just implement it. Okay guys, here I am discussing about the implementation of the circuit. See here. So I'll draw in the Mealy model itself. So you have a big circuit. This is your combination logic circuit for us. I'm just writing it down. So for this you have an input x and two more inputs, the present state inputs, your QA and QB, and let me take an inverter. This is x bar, and you need QA bar. So I will take one more inverter, that is QA bar, and QA plus QB in OR gate, QA plus QB. The result should be given a 2x bar. So an AND gate, output, this is dA according to our expression. So x bar into QA plus QB is over. Next is x into QA bar. So x into QA bar. So QA bar, x is here, x into QA bar, and this is our dB. Okay, and output is x into QB. Output is x into QB. So x is here and QB is here. This is our output y for the sequential circuit. And then we have two flip-flops whose output is QB, QA. So connect it here, and you have two clocks. Synchronize those two clocks. This is your clock, and this is dB, this is dA. dB should be connected from here, and dA should be connected here. Okay. So this entire circuit is said to be a non-overlapping 101 sequence detector. So this is how you will be implementing a circuit. I have given just different format as in the same format of Mealy model. So you have your input to your circuit along with the present state input. You will be having your output and your next state, that is your input for your flip-flops. That will be your input of your flip-flops. Next states will be your input of your flip-flop. Okay. So with this I will complete today. Thank you. We will see more about sequence detector, Murray model. We have discussed Mealy. We will discuss Murray model sequence detector in the forthcoming class. Thank you.